Hello, my name is Erick. I work in business development for Codelation. We're a team of website developers, software engineers, and just overall super nerds. We develop apps and websites in the obvious technology hub that is Fargo, North Dakota. That summary of my life sounds dreadful to most of the world, but I absolutely love my community and I love my job. Every week I meet incredible people who are absolutely inspiring. They have new business ideas or are spearheading giant projects to make our community better, or just are smarter than me and have great professional knowledge to share. I thought it would be relatively selfish to keep all of this information to myself, so I decided to start a little talk show. Welcome to my office. My return guest this week is the always entertaining ball of energy that is Patrick Kirby. I asked him to be on the show again to talk about a little promotion that we have coming up, and he asked if he could come on the show and interview me. I agreed. I have no idea what we're going to talk about, and it's going to be an interesting wildcard episode.
Hey.
Hello.
How's it going?
That's pretty good.
Great.
What are you doing?
I am in your chair because I'm going to interview you, Eric, today on
I
your
know.
own show.
You're guest hosting.
I'm guest hosting.
And I'm guesting.
Correct. And this is going to be really weird in the intro, hearing your own voice introing you to intro the actual interview that you'll be interviewed on.
I taped it before,
Yep.
And I said it was a wild card, and I wasn't wrong.
Engage. My name is Patrick. I'll be interviewing Eric. I did my best to find a t-shirt that represented Eric if he was to see a t-shirt in a shop that I would wear a Bigfoot riding a unicorn shirt. And I feel like this is an appropriate piece of attire for the show because I feel like this is what you would purchase if you would have seen this in said store.
When I buy clothes, I find things that make me smile and say I have to own them. And so the self-portrait of me riding a unicorn, I'm kind of narcissistic, and I would love it, and I would buy it. So good call.
This is going off to a great start.
Good guest hosting.
So let's start with one of the basic questions.
Okay.
Is we see you all the time behind the camera.
Yes.
But who's the man really behind the camera? Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself that's not just working at Codelation and being a huge nerd? Or is that all there is to you?
There's not a lot more. I grew up in Fergus Falls, came to school at MSUM. I was a super proud dragon for advertising and PR. And I've been in marketing roles kind of ever since. And now I host a podcast. Yeah. Video-ish show with my weird friends every week.
That is very true. Yeah. I like that. So at Codelation, we know that you run with a whole bunch of super nerds and you do a whole bunch of super nerdy things. But what would you do? What would you say that you do at Codelation? You're out and about all the time, and I see you all the time at coffee shops and at restaurants.
We run into each other a lot.
We run into each other. But what would you say you do during those meetings?
So we talk a little bit about strengths.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm a nerd, but what's unique about me is I'm an extroverted nerd. And
the rarest of unicorns.
The unicorn of nerds, because I like to talk to people. So I work for a lot of introverts that could do all of the work that I could never do. I took a coding class in college, and I wanted to shoot my brains out because I couldn't handle it. And now I go to coffee shops and I meet people and we explore like really big ideas. And that's what's exciting for me is I go out and I say, hey, what are you kind of looking to do? And someone will say, oh, I'm looking for a way to connect teachers to students through an app. Can you do that? And I'm like, no, but my nerds...
But I know some guys.
I got some guys.
Yes.
I got some guys. So I do the marketing communication for people who don't want to communicate. But at the same time, they can do just amazing things with technology and kind of turn any idea into like a real business.
Yeah. And I think you have this uncanny ability to understand nerd speak and then translate it through your unicorn brain and then speak it out to those who have no idea what nerd speak is, and it makes sense.
There's got to be a translator.
I think there is.
And that's me.
Yeah, it's very true. You're also, you were also what I would like to consider a do-gooder. You are a volunteer at a number of organizations, and I see you all the time at other organizations doing great things. Are there a handful of organizations that you've worked with here this year that you just love, that were like your favorites that you've gotten to work with?
I don't want to say favorites.
Well, we're going to say like if favorites, but then we'll edit out later if you forget one. And we'll just like list them.
No, I'm drawn to people that are doing good things. And I'd say things that I have on my horizon coming up.
Yes.
Charism. We're doing big band night for them.
Great.
I'm on the committee that's doing Giving Hearts Day stuff for TNT.
Awesome.
We're doing the bike-a-thon. I have a team for that. CCRI. I believe I'm doing the polar plunge, and that'll be a reveal later of what I'm going to be jumping into the water for. And we do all sorts of different work for other nonprofits that I'm just spacing on. But I didn't get these questions, and I'm just not used to being in this chair, Patrick.
In the hot seat. In the hot seat today.
It's so much hotter on this side.
And you're not brag enough, because I think your promotion of other nonprofits in this town is extraordinary, and so you're always up there to like and share and to show up and to give, and that's a delightful.
Thank you.
Thing for you. That's great.
I wanted to use this show as a platform for different nonprofits that don't have that opportunity to have a camera crew and have some of that marketing stuff, because they wear 15,000 hats. And so, I respect and love everyone who's doing good things, and I want to be connected with those people.
I love it. Well, everyone is excited when you show up. Everyone's excited that when you are involved, and we're don't want to get this too big of a head, but it's very true. And like myself, I am always excited when you show up or when I get the opportunity to work for you. So I made a business chart.
Oh, geez.
And I'm going to do this in my best Eric impression of showing you this business chart right now, and it's 2 charts in one.
Okay.
And it is explained on how excited I become when I get the opportunity to work with you. So it's both a pie graph and a line chart, because those are the only charts that I know how to draw, or the ones that I've seen. So right here is the circle pie chart, where on how excited I was for today coming in. And so, as you see, this little sliver here is it's Friday.
Yeah.
This sliver here is I had coffee today.
I beat coffee.
You did beat coffee. This is, oh my God, my kids went to school and there were underwear on them. So, I feel like that was a victory right out of the gate.
That's a weird day.
Yeah, it's a weird day. And then the rest of this is do-gooding with Eric, and it's a very big chunk, because we've got a fun surprise we're going to talk about. And then this is when I was talking about this, when you walk into a coffee shop, and I see you walking into a coffee shop, and I'm in the back of the room. So this is my excitement level, and then this is how close to the door of the coffee shop you get, and this is you walking in, and I get excited like a puppy who sees their friend coming home, and then I get to wag my tail and I get to see you walking in. So this is my excitement level today, and when I see you.
This is fun to be at the other side of this, and this is very true. I remember last week I was walking into Beans, and you were in your car, and you looked like a dog.
I was like, that's
a friend of mine. I got to get off the phone so I can talk to my friend.
It was I couldn't get off the phone fast enough so I could go say hi to you.
That was pretty genuine.
And I feel like I feel like most people who see you coming into the coffee shop feel the exact same way. So
geez, that's a compliment.
Yes, it's very much so. Another compliment that I would like to give you is how fun it is to work with you on projects, especially projects that are near and dear to my heart, which is sort of the nonprofit world.
Yes.
And I know last year around this time, we had a fun little contest that we would say, hey, we would like to work with a nonprofit and maybe provide them some services. Would you like to talk about that a little bit on what happened last year?
Yeah, well, I think, I would.
Yeah. All right.
Are you ready to do some?
Well, yeah, I think we should maybe talk about these things now.
All right.
Isn't that right, partner?
Yes. Can we stop holding hands yet?
Oh!
No? Oh.
Look at this!
We're back.
I'm now officially you, and you are decked the halls.
My halls have been decked.
Yes, they have. So to continue our pre-transformation conversation, let's talk about what we did last year together and how fun that was.
It was awesome. So we talk about giving back. And one of the ways that I feel like you should give back is taking what you're best at and applying that to the world. And we have nerds who can code websites.
I've seen them over there. They're behind the partition.
They don't like it when I'm on because I make noises.
Yes.
But we paired up together and we said, if you're a local nonprofit and you would like a website, have somebody nominate you through a link on our site, and we'll put all of those into. We had everyone pick 2 charities on our team that were kind of near and dear to their hearts, and the causes aligned with what they love, and then we just drew a name, and then we built a site for them, and I went to Josh and said that was fun. Owner, can we do this again? And he's like, yes.
Yes.
So we're here again.
And you asked me back, which is even a better thing, which again explains my chart of how excited I was to do this. So let's talk about what to expect for this year. Same rules, same things. What are we going to do together to make some nonprofit's day a little brighter?
Yeah. So if anyone who's watching this, if you have a nonprofit that you like, we'll just write a little blurb about them and apply online, and we'll go through those. And like I said, we'll draw. And I'm not going to draw. I said I was going to draw, I think, like on the 23rd. That was like some weird Sunday, and I was at home already for Christmas. But we'll do this before I leave.
I like that.
For Christmas, and then someone will get a present a little early this year.
I like that. That's going to be super fun. And then we're going to talk about kind of what your website looks like. We'll talk about little calls to action. We'll do some little research on sort of how we can best sort of tell that story and create some momentum on your page.
We'll bring some content and energy.
And then we'll bring some nerdy application things, and then we will combine our powers for good. Because I think that was really fun.
That was
fun.
What
a cool way that Codelation can give back and do better.
And
give
that's
back
part of one of our core values is community, and this is a way that we can give back best.
Excellent. Well, I'm very glad and grateful that I got to steal your seat for this, because I think it's wonderful that what you do to give everybody a platform, and so it was nice to give you a platform as well, so I can give back, so people can understand how awesome you are in another light. How about that?
So what's fun about that is my mom, she watches the show and she's my fan, and she's like, no one knows what you do, so thank you.
Yeah, Mom, you're welcome. This is going to be the episode you pin to the top of your page.
This one. You're not just going to like it. I'm asking for a mom love on this one.
This is Mom likes. This is Mom likes.
Mom.
I love it. Well, thanks for coming on your own show.
Yeah.
Appreciate you letting me use your whiteboard to make a chart. I feel like I'm part of the chart club again.
Yeah.
If you ever need a guest chart maker, I nominate myself. I'd be fully willing to come in and
there was a lot of colors on that, and I was pretty happy.
Yeah, it was. Yep.
Yeah.
As bright as our personalities, Eric.
Oh, jeez.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping by your office to do your show.
Yeah. Thanks, Patrick, for being me.
Welcome. I'm going to take this hat.
All right. Have a good weekend, everyone. Oh, keep waving.
That'll be awesome.